At the same time?
Yeah,
I'll mute me out.
I can. Who do you want me to remove? We're live.
We are live. We are live. We are live. Let me I'm excited because I want to go to this group because we're using this thing. And there we are.
We're live.
I see,
We are live. We are live.
I see it. I
I
see it.
hear
Oh,
us.
oh, I can see us. I can hear us. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm trying to pause this video and turn it off. Yeah. Okay. There we are. So I want to make sure that everyone can come on here as we got people dialed in here, which is awesome. So hello, secret agents. And if you happen to be a secret customer and you snuck in here before we've officially launched this, I want to welcome you too. We're excited that you are here. And first off, I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am for this challenge. And there's a lot of reason that we're doing this. Obviously, we want to see it help grow your business. We want to see you expand your business. We want to see you accomplish things that maybe you never even thought possible, to create those breakthroughs in your life. And for many of you, really get your power back in your health. And this is one of those things that's going to be really important, in my opinion. And we're going to talk a little bit about that here today. But before we do that, I want to talk to you a little bit about what we're going to be doing with this group, how it's going to be working, because we have now, I don't even know, 1,600 something people that have joined the group. And we haven't even really officially launched it. We're about to do that here right now. But what we're excited about here today is we want to give you access to some resources and some tools. Now, I want you guys to understand that the contest is going to start on August 16th. What date? August 16th, right? So August 16th is when we are starting, which means the goal now is not to understand the details of everything you're going to be doing after August 16th. It's to get new people to come participate in the challenge with you. I did not put this group together. I did not go to the top leadership and get them all to ask them to invest their money to get a whole bunch of existing agents just to use the products they were already purchasing. Now, I'm excited that you're going to do that, and I'm excited for the results you're going to get for it. But the purpose of this and putting it together a $10,000 prize pool is to go get new people to join, people that have never experienced these amazing products, that are looking for a community and results in their life. And so, guys, today what's happened is this: the group has officially gone from a public group to a private group. So you can now invite people to the group, but they're going to have to request to join. The second thing that's going to happen is this: people can go to the link clubfitchallenge.com and it will take them to the group and they can request to join. It's going to ask them a couple of questions. Number one, it's going to ask them, what is your agent or your customer ID number? So they got to be a customer and agent. All right. Second question is, have you equipped yourself with your wellness pack? Yes or no? Right? Those are requirements. We got to know who they are, and we got to make sure that they got the products to participate in the challenge as part of the prerequisites, right? Now, existing agents, remember, your requirements are very simple. You must be a club secret member. Secondly, you must have a subscribe and save of nutrition set up. And you're going to be emailing that to us with what we call proof of product, right? Which is going to be a picture of you with your secret products ready to rock, because I know some of you already have your wellness set. If you don't have the products, you won't be able to participate. You won't be able to win all the incredible giveaways and the prizes that we have on the table. All right. So we're going to give you guys some of the resources here today for you to be able to start sharing. And we are going to debut them right now. The first of which is I'm going to share my screen here real quick, show you a couple of assets so you guys can see those. Nope, we're sharing my screen, not the video. So, okay. So I don't know if you see my screen there real quick. Hopefully we can do that. There we go. Awesome. So if you guys can see my screen here real quick, this is a couple of the new assets that we have. The first thing that we have here is a sexy flyer, so to speak, which is our Clubfit 60-day challenge starting August 16th. And as you can see there, over $10,000 in prizes and giveaways, 2 categories to compete in, total percentage weight loss, total body transformation. And some of you guys are like, I need to know the details. No, you don't. We need to get people to join. That's what we need to do right now. It's August 4th. It doesn't start till August 16th. You can learn all the rules on the 15th. I'm just telling you right now, okay? right now, between now and then, the only thing we're trying to do is get more people to participate and join the challenge with you, which we're going to talk about some strategies to do that. So how it's going to work is this: top 100 are going to earn and win a deep tissue massage gun. If you've ever seen those therapy guns, which are great for obviously working out those kinks that we're going to need. Number one. Number two, they're also great if your spouse is not paying attention to you because they're watching the game or they're too busy playing video games. You just knock them with that massage gun. The second thing is we're going to be giving away 12. That's right, 12 5-day, 4-night, 4 to 5 star secret escapes, all inclusives to Mexico, and the top and 4 $500 flight credits. They can join. You can see what's going to be included in that. All right, which is pretty awesome. But I also want you guys to know is this is a flyer that you're probably not going to post on social media. We wanted to give you guys a few other pieces. We're still building a few more because you don't want to spam. We're going to talk about that some training today. So this is one of those. All right, Clubfit 60-day challenge starting August 16th. Over $10,000 prizes. 2 categories competed, 100 winners. You win. Message me for details. Now, we're also going to give you the detailed flyer and PDF. All right. Now we're going to go through this in more details later. We're not going to go through today because I'm expecting you to read it. All right. So, but for new customers, very simple. Buy our secret wellness pack before August 16th. Join the club. Pretty simple. All right. Existing. We already talked about that here today. The categories are going to be total percentage weight loss for men and women, total body transformation for men and women, and our team player award. Now we're going to go through the details of how we calculate all that. We're not doing that now. All right. But the prizes is in each of those 5 categories, the top 20 is going to earn a deep tissue massage gun. The top 3 in percentage weight loss and body transformation are going to win those secret escapes. And then the number 1 in each of those categories is going to get that $500 credit to use towards their secret escape. Now, in this, you're going to see meal plans, tracking forms, workout programs. We're going to have professional fitness coaches on here. We're going to do pop-up group classes like yoga and dance and Zumba classes. All right. So I'm definitely in for a hip hop class. I know some of you guys have been waiting for it. It's coming. And then we're going to do a weekly live wellness seminar, a weekly live wellness class inside of it, with professionals like Dr. Howard Cohn, right? Nathaniel Darnell, Mike Zanderdelli. And some of you guys already know Dr. Howard Cohn as the creator of the Life by Secret product line. But some of you don't even know what a magician and a wizard he really is when it comes to nutrition. But we also have Mike Zanderdelli. Now, you notice we're not putting their titles on here because this is for customers and agents. This is not an agent build. This is for customers and agents to participate in the challenge. Mike Zanderdelli, celebrity athlete, NFL fitness trainer, and the youngest Mr. USA in the competition's history. Also, Mr. Travis Just, we're going to introduce here in a second. Brittany Just, we're talking pro male fitness model and Miss Fitness International. Jesse Ruoff, who's a functional movement expert, studio owner, Lululemon ambassador. Mr. Carrie Joe, which is a Life by Secret product expert with over 10 years of experience. When you see the stories and what she's going to be able to do, it is absolutely spectacular. So if we could stop sharing that screen there, that would be great. And so we are going to give you these assets today. We're going to be posting them in the group right when we finish this live. So for those of you guys that are watching this live, you want to tag your agents in this, because as of tomorrow, we are no longer having conversations as an agent base. So I want you guys to know that this is not where we're going to be promoting our company calls. We're not promoting our business opportunities. None of that is going to be in this group. And if you violate the guidelines, we'll give you a warning. If number 2, we kick you out and you don't win, number 1. But the other thing that's very important to understand is this: if we find out that you have intentionally, or even unintentionally, we'll give you a warning, but intentionally prospected somebody that was brought in that is not a part of your business or your network, not only will you be kicked out of the group, I will find a way to have you suspended or terminated from Secret. This is very important that we have a safe place that we all build our businesses together inside of this. Now, one of the other resources that we have is a new Sizzle video, and now we are ready for it. So, Trish, if you could play our brand new Sizzle video for our club. So, here we go. gets me fired up. All right. So I'm excited about it. I hope you guys are too. We're going to give you these assets today. Now we're going to post the video in there, but we're also going to post the video with a Dropbox link for you to download the video. So that way you can send it to people individually. So you can actually use it. Now, before we teach you guys some tips and trips, I'm excited about trips, tips and tricks. Tips and tricks on how to actually promote this properly in social media. I'm excited to be able to introduce him. We might need to let him back into the room. I don't know if he got kicked out of the room here real quick. But an individual who for most needs no introduction, but for some of you, you haven't had a chance to meet this individual. He is a spark plug. Anytime you get around him, I'll tell you what, we're going to get fired up. He is going to be helping us with so much information of helping people get their power back in their movement, in their health, and in their body. And when you see what this individual has been able to do of literally sculpting himself into becoming obviously a pro card in his division, and the people that he's trained and coached, it's unbelievable. So he's not only a leader here in secret, he is a leader in his industry. So as a male model, and I'm excited because he's going to be sculpting this into a specimen that people are going to be excited about. So ladies and gentlemen, Travis Jess, thank you for being here, brother. Tell us about this challenge, what you're excited about, and what people can expect over the next 60 days.
Well, Jesse, I appreciate you, buddy. Hi, everybody. It is, man, I'm excited. That flyer, I'm like, there's one word for that, and it's sexy, man. I mean, that is freaking awesome. I've done a lot of 60-day challenges. We put a lot of them on. I've been part of a lot of them. I'm going to tell you that this is the most bad to the bone 60-day challenge that I've ever seen. And kind of that's kind of like my invite, you know. I mean, I'm thinking about it going, you know what? I'm part of the most incredible 60-day, you know, health and weight loss challenge that I've ever been part of. When do you have I want to know if you want to do it with me. When do you got 10 minutes where I can explain the details? This is fun. This is supposed to be fun. This is going to be fun. I want to say welcome to it. And, you know, if you're not having fun with this challenge, you're not doing it right. If your business isn't growing by the end of this challenge, you're not doing it right. That's the way it's supposed to be. But the first thing I want you to realize is that we are the very first story. We have to be the very first story. We can invite people to this challenge by saying, hey, you know, you may want to lose some weight, or, you know what I mean? It's not very conducive to introduce somebody to a challenge when you're not part of it yourself. So it's like, hey, listen, I'm part of the most incredible challenge in a fitness challenge that I've ever seen. And I want to know if you want to do it with me. When do you have 10, 15 minutes where I can give you some details, right? But the whole point is that this is an opportunity. I love that flyer that they sent out because it just looks classy. Give me another fitness challenge that you guys have ever seen that's giving away $10,000 in cash and prizes and trips and massage guns. And I mean, are you kidding me? So we just did something similar at the beginning of the year as a part of our team with Eric Gersbowski. I'm going to tell you something. There were some serious transformations. There was some massive amounts of people that were losing percentages of body fat. People lost 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 60, 70, I mean, upwards of almost 80 pounds in a 60 to 90 day time period. You want to know something that correlates, that goes right hand in hand with those challenge winners? The people that participated, their business freaking boomed because people are like, man, you know what are you doing? What are you doing? You look great. What are you doing? And you know my answer? My answer to tell people is to say, other than working out, you know, spending an hour or so a day working, you know, burning some calories and working out with weights, I use these incredible health supplements. That's the best part about this. You know, I've been part of nutrition and supplement sales for 24 years. I started when I was 22 years old. Nutritional supplements saved my life. I'm a cancer survivor. I never wished that upon my worst enemy. And I started taking nutritional supplements a lot like this And I took them from people like Dr. Howard Cohn. Some of you don't know that, but here we come to Secret 7-8 months ago. And I'm like, oh, great. We're going to meet the formulator of the products. And I'm like, who's this going to be? What if the products suck? What if it's not good? What if there's a bunch of stuff, sugar? And what if it's not as good as what we were taking? And then they introduce us to Dr. Howard Cohn. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, talk about full circle. So we had been taking his products. I've been taking his products for over 20 years. So you know what we are, folks? We are promoters, and we've got to go to town. You know what I know? That the end of this year, right now, this last 5 months of the year, over the last year and a half of COVID, you know what people have had happen? They've lost some income, maybe. They've lost their job. They've put on pounds. They don't feel very good. They're stressed to the hilt. They're all this stuff. So this is a way to get their health back. This is a way to get their body back. What a perfect way to segue into the end of the new year, into the end of the year, into the new year, because when January comes and we got August, September, October, another month and a half, and it's boom, it's New Year's again. And I'm telling you guys, listen, what kind of shape can you get yourself in? See, in 60 days, you can do a lot of big things. In 60 days, anybody can do something for 60 days. What we're going to do in this challenge is we're going to lay it out there for you. We're going to give workout plans. We're going to give massive tips on why you should drink water and how, what kind of meals you should eat, what kind of things to stay away from, why, if you want to burn fat, you need to burn, have your heart rate between 130 and 140. If just all these things from people like Jesse Ruoff, through my wife, through so many, Dr. Conan, and so many amazing people. We're going to lay out the path. We're going to give you the roadmap. Personally, I've spent $15,000 in 2.5 years to hire two different coaches to bring me in the best health and the best physical shape of my entire life. And people are like, wow, that's a lot of money. You know what? Is it? I feel better. I don't feel any older than I was when I was 25, and I'm going to be 46. I feel great. Right? And it's not just how you feel and how you look. It's about how you feel about how you look. But when you're going for the challenge, it's way easier to say, come with me on this thing. So I couldn't be more excited. I want to tell you the effort and time that Jesse and his assistants and some of the people on here, the time and effort that they've put into this, I'm just super excited. All we got to do is just participate. And we got to raise our blood pressure, be excited about what's going on. And I promise you guys, listen, this is the baddest ass fitness challenge I've ever seen. And I don't know if you're looking to change your health at the end of the year here, but if you are, I would love to give you details when you have 10 to 15 minutes to sit down and let's chat, because I'm all in on it and I'd love to come with you. I'd love you to come with me on it, right? Bottom line is, guys, we're going to have a ton of fun. Jesse, I'm going to hand it back to you. I am super excited to give you everything that I've learned in the last 20 years of my career in health and fitness and just give it to you for nothing. You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to hire the coaches and trainers. We're going to do it. You just need to take the products. And the question is this. Here it is right here. How consistent can you be with what's going to be laid right out there? How consistent can you be for 60 days? See, I think anybody can do something for 60 days. And if you can do this for 60 days, and I know you can, now it's how many people in your life can you get to be part of this, and not only watch the confidence around you grow, watch your circle of influence grow, watch your business grow, watch the closeness, the relationships, and the culture of your friends and family that are going to start participating in it. They don't know it's network marketing. They don't know it's one of those deals. They're just fired up to be part of the challenge to go win a freaking, a massage gun or a freaking trip to Mexico. But they don't know if we don't tell them. That's why I'm excited, because everyone on here has the gift to gab about something we're passionate about. And this is something I'm pretty freaking passionate about. So let's go, guys. Jesse, I appreciate you, buddy.
Oh, thank you so much, my friend. And man, this is an exciting time for us to be able to share. There's so much great in the world to share. And what I want you guys to understand is that this is an area that a lot of people have a lot of pain around, a lot of shame, a lot of guilt. It's actually something that I have really struggled with in my life. And a lot of you don't know my story, but I grew up as a professional hip hop dancer, and I moved to LA when I was 17 to pursue that. And I was teaching 12, 13 dance classes a week. And when you're teaching 12, 13 dance classes a week and you're 19, 17, 18, you can literally eat anything you want. It doesn't matter. And then I get into network marketing, and I found a passion of teaching entrepreneurship even more exhilarating for me and even more rewarding than just teaching dance. Now, I love teaching dance, but I found out it wasn't teaching dance. I loved teaching. And when I saw people, the lights turn on. But what happened is from 19 to 25, I'm in a lot of living rooms and it's chips, dip, and soda. Like that's what we're doing. And all of a sudden I'm dancing less and I'm eating more, or I'm actually eating the same habits that I had when I'm doing 12, 13 classes a week of basically cardio all day long. And I start putting on weight. And I went from, 140 to 150, 160. And for many people, that's not a lot. But for me, I was looking in the mirror going like, oh. And so I'm committed. I make things happen. I'm goal oriented. So I found out I can lose 20 pounds real fast. And how I did it was not eating. So I was crash dieting and I could lose 20 pounds real fast, but then I was back to my old habits. See, what we want to do is we're not here as a weight loss challenge. We are here as a health challenge because your health is your wealth. And so we want to make sure that you're doing things that are not just obtainable, but sustainable goals. Because what I was doing to myself was not healthy. And I know many of us do. Why? Because I was unhappy when I looked in the mirror and I was like, who is this person? I don't even recognize them. I was like disgusted. I would even use those words inside of my head that were so destructive to me. And I'm like, I'm the guy who helps make goals happen. Why can't I figure this out? Because I would lose 20 and go back to my habits and I'll gain 25, lose 20, gain 25. So I'm incrementally just getting bigger. And I would call it, a cleanse, but it was bullshit. I was starving myself, destroying my adrenal glands, my thyroid, having I still have gut issues today from doing that for 5 years. And thank God for Dr. Howard Cohn. Thank God for the Life by Secret products, but what happened was they changed my life because they gave me power back and what was possible, and then I lost my mom and I went back to some of my old habits. And we've all done this. And it's not whether or not you're going to go through it, but we want to have a group to hold ourselves accountable to get through these things, to do it together. And that's what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to ask you guys, this is a safe place for all of us, no bullying. No, I mean, I already know this, but this is a place where we're going to encourage each other. We're going to love on each other. We are going to celebrate each other in everything that we're doing, because I know that this is an area that I have struggled. Like when I'm talking about struggle, I'm talking about real pain, right? Where I'm not even wanting to buy clothes because I don't fit in my old clothes, because I'm like, that's like giving up and not even like breathing, right? And I wonder why I have gut issues, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing the right things, because 2020 was a challenging year. People are still carrying around their quarantine 15 or their COVID-19 pounds, right? Because Uber Eats was the devil, right? So we want to help you guys through these, to create these breakthroughs. For many of you, this isn't a weight loss challenge. I want you guys to know that, because we are not a weight loss company. We're a health company. But healthy people are not overweight. And when we're doing the right things for our body and we're doing the right things for ourselves and our soul, this is about a transformation, not a change, a transformation, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Because what we need to do is we're going to transform from the inside out and the outside in with this challenge, and everybody's going to participate. Now, what we want you to know is this. Eventually here, over the course of the next week, we are actually not going to allow agents to post in the group, okay? We're going to allow you to comment and like, and obviously, and the reason why is I have a feeling we're going to have a couple thousand people on this in a very short period of time. So if 2,000 people are posting their workout and their meal and their thing every day, that's like 4,000 or 5,000 comments a day. Could be overwhelming. So what we're going to be posting is scheduling out posts where it's going to be like, show your proof of sweat today. And then everybody's going to comment in there from their workout they did. Show us your shake shot, which is you drinking your shake and your greens, and everybody's going to post in that. Show us your healthy meal for the day. What was your breakthrough today? What do you plan? What's going to do tomorrow? So that way, every time that the administrators are posting, when we're doing our classes, we're doing our lives, we don't get lost in the sauce, because there's so much going on inside of this group, which is a good problem to have, right? Champagne problem. All right. The other thing I want you guys to know is that this group is going to be eligible for agents and customers, US, Canada, and Australia can participate. Now, the NFR markets, all right, nutrition isn't available, but I promise you, as soon as it becomes available, don't worry, we're going to run a challenge for you. For Mexico and Colombia, right, not all of our nutrition products are available yet. We are getting them in there. By the way, I'll see you Guadalajara on Monday and Tuesday. And I'll see you in Colombia and Medellin and Bogota and Cali this weekend. But once we have the nutrition products, because it's going to be challenging when you're in a group where everyone's going to get promoted about products they don't have access to, number one. Number two, we want to run our first 60-day challenge in Spanish with your help. So, but one of the other reasons why we're doing this is we want to have legal compliant, very good testimonials and before and after photos that we can use for marketing in social media to show people the power and the results that people can get with these products. So we're going to have a lot of guidelines. We're going to be getting you guys up to speed on that. And you guys are going to be prepping and preparing for this event. Feel free to post over the next few days. All right. And I'm going to show you guys my screen here in a quick minute, because when you get, actually, why don't I do that here real quick before I introduce this amazing, amazing couple. Well, they're not a couple, but it's two people. So if you guys could share my screen real quick, that would be awesome. Awesome. So share my screen. So if we go over here, okay, that was our other group, to our clubfitchallenge.com. All right. This is going to be really important here. Oh, it didn't click over. What's going on here? You can do it. Refresh. Boom. Thinking. Hello. What if I go to one of my other groups? Come on, Facebook. Okay. Clubfit Challenge. There we go. All right. So inside of this group, we already have 1,600 members, which is so exciting inside of the group. And we're going to be adding into the group, just so you guys know, we're going to be adding a section here with documents, with the meal plans and the tracking sheets and all that kind of stuff. I don't want you to focus on that yet. Why? It's August 4th. The whole focus of this first week is just to get as many people to come participate as possible with it. We're going to teach you guys some strategies here in a minute. Okay. But I want to show you guys one of the things that we're going to be doing. All right, which is going to be, we're going to be recognizing those that are our top contributors. So inside here, you can see the people that are commenting, liking, and the biggest cheerleaders, the biggest encouragers. So Katie Callow, you are our number one. So if this was the end of the competition, you would be in first place for the team player awards. But you can see here, Michael and Monty and people that are contributing to the group throughout the entire contest. So you guys are going to be seeing that. So, but outside of that, you're going to see the questions. We're going to be doing lives. We're going to be transformation. More and more things are going to be added to the group. Here shortly tonight, I'm going to post in here the assets, the videos. I'm going to post in the stories. I'm going to be posting in the things that you can use. Okay. But one of the biggest things that can happen, and can happen quite frequently, actually, and you can actually, I'm actually just going to stop sharing here, is this. It is very easy to actually not help your business, but to hurt your business by going out there and spamming your Facebook and your social media, actually turning more people away than you even know. And you wonder why when you message them, they're not picking up anymore. They're not answering anymore. And the two people I'm going to introduce to help me finish out here today's call, because I got to transition from here to the car to get to my next appointment. So I'll be doing the rest of this from the car, but I'm going to turn it to them to help finish this and close this out. Is two people that I absolutely love. They are like family to me. One of them you got a chance to see recognized as one of the newest diamonds, but also not only that, the newest six-figure income earners in Secret, which is Trish and Rob Verzera. And when they came into Secret, they've been with us for about 4 years, came in and did some amazing work in building her business, and has an incredible background. I know she'll share her story a little bit here. But in 2020, actually, I would say in 2018, 2019, she was looking for some strategies for her to be able to grow her business and be able to connect with more people through online and attraction marketing. And she actually linked up with this incredible woman here, which is one of our Ruby agents, Ruth Sheridan. And as a result of that, came together and started building out some systems and starting to teach people as one of the premier coaches and teaching people how to build a business through online and being able to find people that are excited about your product, excited about your opportunity. And what was so amazing about it is in 2020, when COVID happened, obviously it was like, it's go time. And Ruth actually, I know, walked away from a multi-six-figure income to come build Secret full time. And because of that, these two linked up, and it was Trish and Ruth. And I slipped up one day and I said truth. And I was like, well, that's actually pretty accurate, because that's what they lead with. They lead with truth. They're very real and down to earth. And they have been incredible coaches for literally thousands of people all over the world and looking to build in an online space. And so the Truth Empire was created. And so Team Truth Empire, when you see it, that is the individuals here, Trish and Ruth Truth, that have created this, which I'm so excited about. But what I wanted you guys to know, in 2020, they were the fastest growing organization in the entire company. They had more advancements, more ranks than anybody in our company. And they were using a lot of these methods to be able to connect with people online, because people were at home, right? Now, connecting online, is it the only way to build your business? Of course not. but it's an incredible strategy, incredible tool. And what they were teaching people to do is how to not mess it up and how to get people interested and excited to create engagement and curiosity, and then lead that to a real conversation, a real relationship that you're in communication with, to show them what you have instead of spamming everybody and turning a lot of people away. So I'm going to back out here. I'm going to log back on from my phone if you guys need me, but to teach you guys on some of this. And I know you're going to tell them, by the way, Whitney, you are a angel. Whitney has put together a list of posts. We're going to give you guys of engagement posts, which they're going to talk about 5 or 6, some a little bit longer, some a little bit shorter, of what to use in your social media to engage and create conversations that are going to attract people that you can show these assets to join the club with you. And remember, we have our reset going on. So you introduce 6 people that join the club with the wellness pack, and you're it, rising star. 6 people. And if you get 6, if you think about it, that's 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. That's 180 plus your cycle, plus your rising star bonus. If you get 6 people join a club, you make 450. And now you're in the challenge with 6 people ready to go. So I'm going to turn it over to the Truth Empire, Trish and Ruth. Thank you guys so much for putting this together. And the floor is yours.
Thanks, Jesse. We appreciate you. All right. Well, hello, everybody. I'm really excited. We've got a huge group of people here. Lots of people saying hello. I love it. And there were quite a few questions here. So I know that when we wrap up, we'll have to come back and answer some. But as we're going through this, we will definitely be answering as we can. So first of all, I just want to know who's excited. I am. Ruth and I have been talking about this for a while. We do a lot of working out on our own, but having an accountability group like this is going to be amazing, right?
Absolutely. I can't wait till it starts.
I know. So guys, just real quickly, Jesse did kind of give a little of my story, and I don't want to spend too much time on it, but really for me, like he said, we got started here about 5 years ago. And last year we really just launched. Ruth and we'd been putting things together for months and testing it and trying it and tweaking it and doing all these things. And really at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where you're finding your people. I just want you guys to be clear on that. It's what you do once you find those people. And that's what we're going to kind of share with you. And we're going to show you some ways to attract some more people to you, in your business. But we, last year when we first launched this, we added over 1,000 people to our organization and had over 200 rank advancements in about 8 months. So what we're about to share with you guys, it works. And the best part about it is it's duplicatable. And as you know, we need that in our business. And but I'm super excited to have Ruth here with me, because we are definitely partners in crime when it comes to this. And I'm going to hand it over to her to tell a little bit about herself.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here and here helping you really understand how to attract people to this challenge without spamming them and turning them off. So just a tiny bit about me in case we haven't met. I'm Ruth. And I really launched my secret business in April of 2020. I, as Jesse mentioned, walked away from a multi-6-figure coaching job. I was coaching network marketers in the online space, learning how to build brands and attract people. And I just saw the power of what we had here at Secret. And Trish and I put our heads together and started building systems and trainings on social media. And that's how I'm here today. But I'm excited to dive into this topic because I scroll through social media even to this day, and I see a lot of people maybe not doing it quite right. And what we want to share with you today is the best way that you can share this challenge to attract people to you so that people actually reach out and say, hey, what is it that you're doing? I'm curious, right? Instead of scrolling by. We don't want people scrolling by our posts. So the first thing I want to touch on, and then I'll hand it back to Trish, we'll kind of tag team here, is there are a lot of resources that are going to be distributed, including the video, the PDF, the picture of all the rules, some really nice looking stuff. But that stuff doesn't belong directly on your social media. The reason being is social media is a place to be social. It's a place to connect with people, right? To have conversations, to create relationships, to create curiosity. And when people just see flyers of things, it looks kind of salesy. Now, there's a place for the flyers. We're going to teach you how to use them. But we want to be posting things that attract, that create curiosity. And we have some amazing posts that one of our team members, who's an incredible marketer, Whitney Rogers, has put together for you. And those will be distributed so that you can start using those posts to create some curiosity around this challenge. Because remember, people are curious by nature. If we don't give away everything, they're going to watch and they're going to just have to ask.
Absolutely. And what I love about what we're going to kind of share with you guys is that we're just going to give you some of the basics of what to do and what not to do. And it's really more what not to do. And when you really think about it, because let me just ask you guys a question. How many of you have been what we like to call spammy pammies or spamaholics on your Facebook, right? Like holding up pictures of all your products, and, just doing posts about, I'm looking for 4 people this, or I'm looking for 5 people for this, and just really being spammy, right? If that is you, say, yes, me, I have, guilty, whatever you want. And you know what, guys? We were guilty of that too. And
I was a Spamela Anderson.
Yeah, right. And that's the thing. We joke about it, but we really did do that. And Facebook is really kind enough to remind us a lot, like in your memories, right? When you're doing these things and you're like, oh, did I really do that? But here's the thing. It's not that there's anything wrong. I want you guys to understand a couple of things. It's not that there's anything wrong with people knowing what it is you do. It's the way that it gets delivered. And if you can do it in a way that they can be more relatable, like if you look like a billboard, right, then that's what you are. You're just a billboard and people are going to walk by you, right? But if you can put some things out there that are going to, like we said before, stop that scroll, but really pull people in and allow them to resonate with you, then they're going to stop and then they're going to start to get curious. They're going to get really curious about what it is that you're doing, why you're doing it. They're going to start paying attention. They're going to start commenting on it. And ultimately, they're going to go, okay, what is it? Tell me what it is you're doing. And what ends up happening is when you can stay super consistent with putting the right content out, then you're going to start getting people who are reaching out to you on a daily basis. So let me ask you, how many of you would love to wake up to messages in your inbox that say, okay, I'm really curious about what it is you're doing. Can we connect? Okay, I want to join your team, right? If that's you, drop us some hearts, because that is what will start to happen. And Ruth, I'm going to let you go in a little bit, and I'm going to pull up my screen here.
Sure, absolutely. So I want you to think about it this, guys. When we tell stories or we create some curiosity around what we're doing, that's what people will resonate with. They're going to resonate with that much more than seeing a flyer about something, right? And the flyer comes in play when you actually connect with the person and they say, hey, I'm interested in what you're doing. That's when you can say, hey, would it be okay if I sent you a little bit more information about it? And then we can connect so I can answer your questions. So that's where those sort of collateral material really come into play. It's after someone has expressed interest and said, hey, I'd like to find out more about that.
Yeah. So what we want to do is kind of show you some sample posts that you're going to have access to, that when you do these posts along with other things, it's going to allow people to start commenting, liking, sharing your posts. But what it's going to do is it's going to start conversation with people that you're then able to take over into Messenger. And then obviously when these people join, we're going to be putting them into the group. Now, the cool thing about being in that group is how many people are going to be in that group, right? A lot of people. And there will be other people posting their stories, posting their testimonials and things like that. So what happens is you get that third party validation, right? You're going to get that third party validation that, oh, wow, this really works, right? And there are other groups, depending on what team you're into, that, you can bring people into. We call them ATM groups. But I know for this challenge, this is going to be the main group. But just understand, you can use this for more than just this challenge, right? This is going to be something that once you really get this concept down, you're going to be able to continue to use these strategies in your business. And that's what we're excited about. So let me go ahead. I am going to just share my screen here real quickly and just show you a couple of these posts that Whitney did for us. And let me just see if I can make this a little bigger, because maybe it won't be too big. I don't know. Let me see. It's going to be too big. Hang on, guys. We'll go back.
Yeah, it's all cutting off.
Yeah. So we, I just might need to put my glasses on. So there we go. But you can see these are some posts you did, and we'll read a couple of them as samples. But really understanding that everything you do on social media, if you can start to use your story, start to include your testimonial, really understand where people are at, and beginning them to be able to feel what it is that you're trying to talk about. That's going to be super important, because that's what's going to allow them to resonate with you. And that's what's really going to sit there and they're going to go, oh, wow, me too. Right? Like, if you guys ever read somebody's post and you just think, wow, they're talking to me, that's what some of these posts are really designed to do. So I'm going to read a couple sample short ones, and then we'll move down. So one here, Whitney had, it's short post. I'm finally cutting the COVID cushion. I want to feel healthy and strong coming out of this year. Who's with me? Now, what's really cool about this post is that you can use it in your like on your Facebook profile. You could use it in a Facebook group, right? If you're trying to attract some people. You also could use it in a Facebook story or Instagram story, like any of those things. And these are really good things. And because you're asking a question, it's really going to start getting engagement with people. And the more people you can be engaging with people on Facebook, the algorithm is going to open it up a little bit more, and Facebook is going to allow more people to see some of your content. So that's one example. Let me go down here. A second example is, I'm ready to be in the best shape of my life. Are you ready to join the club? Right? And you can change that question up a little bit. It could be, who's ready to join me? Anybody interested in joining the club with me? Whatever it might be, you can change that part slightly. But for the most part, this is a pretty generic post that anybody doing this could use. Ruth, you want to share a few of these?
Yeah, for sure. So we've got a longer post here. And what I'll say about this longer post is, like Trish said, try and put a little bit of your own story into it. For instance, this post here talks about fitting into yoga pants. So if you're a male, you might not want to say yoga pants. You might want to say my gym shorts or something like that, so that you don't sound weird. But I think you get the point. So in this post here, it says, I'm feeling so gosh darn tired of feeling so sick and tired. 2020 physically did me in, and hello, 2022 right around the corner. Time has gotten shorter as my yoga pants have gotten tighter. So it goes through, and then it talks about the challenge, right? So this is a fantastic post that you can create awareness around the challenge and how you're personally feeling, right? So that little front section, you might want to change up to make it sound a little bit more like you, but keep the format there, because it's going to create awareness around what we're doing.
Yeah, and so one of the other things, I see a question here, says, what images would you put with these? What we have found is that when you do a photo of yourself, you're going to get some of the best feedback. You're going to get some of the best comments. And and you have found the same as well, right, Ruth?
100%. So when you come to understand the Facebook algorithm and the Instagram algorithm, that's the little piece of computer code that basically tells what posts get shown in the news feed and what don't. Pictures of ourselves smiling or doing something will get way more engagement because they look natural. They look like they actually belong on social media than maybe, a meme or a quote or some kind of staged visual. So pictures of you that look natural will get by far the best engagement and the best reach, meaning more people will see it. And we want a lot of people to see this stuff.
Absolutely. So pictures like that, guys, those are the ones that, we find really get the most traction. And I want to share with you too, I just want to make sure I'm clear. It's not that you can't ever hold a product in your hand either, right? We just don't want you blasting your Facebook with just your products all the time, right? So I just want to make sure. But images of yourself are definitely going to be the best. And Whitney did a few other ones down here too. She did a couple more long ones. So you can see you're going to have access to several. And like Ruth said, just change them up slightly, right? Make them a little bit more about you. The format is great. And so you're going to want to keep that format, but really making sure you're changing it up to make it more you. Because if it's not authentic, it's not going to convert, right? And that is one of the biggest things, is making sure you're being authentic. So a couple of other little tips, let me remove this, is obviously, yes, Facebook Lives are great. Definitely do Facebook Lives. And, you can do a post about something in the morning. You can do a Facebook Live about it in the afternoon or the next day. Like, you can be talking a lot about these, the things that are happening for you on your journey. But just be authentic. And Wendy says here, sound authentic to be believable, 100%. And my biggest suggestion is don't be afraid to try it, right? Don't be afraid to post, because so many times people get nervous about what to post and they don't think it's the right post. Guys, we never know what people are going to like or not like. We're just going to give you what we have found works the best. And depending on who your audience is, it's going to depend on what happens with the post. It's going to be different for every single person.
And always remember as well that different people consume content in different ways. So some people love watching video. So that's why it's important to do some video. Some people love reading posts. So that's why it's important to do posts. Some people don't even look at the news feed and they only scroll through stories. So you've got to have a real mix of things if you want to appeal to all of the people who consume content in different ways on social media.
Yeah. And the other thing too, for those of you who maybe, don't know as much on social media, the really cool thing about using stories, in addition to the fact that, they're at the top, is everybody sees them, right? It's not like the news feed. If you go through and really scroll through your stories, you're going to see that it's very different. It's a very different audience than who you see in your news feed. Some of the people that you connect with all the time, obviously, are going to be similar. But I know when I go through stories, I see people that I'm like, oh, wait, I didn't even know I was friends with this person. Like, there will be people who show up. So it's not based on the algorithm like the news feed is. So you're able to get more out there. One other thing I wanted to do. Yes, you can also share your post to your stories, which is super cool. And then the other thing is just really making sure that you're telling your story, your struggles, so that people are saying me too. And that's what we, really want to make sure of when we're doing this.
So just a couple of other little tips as we start putting out this content is, with respect to Facebook stories, you can be a little bit more forward, I'll call it, in terms of promoting products and this event. So if, let's say you did a story and we're going to actually give you a little meme about the event. I know Jesse has it as one of the pieces of collateral to share. You can put that out there. And then when you go through your stories, you can actually see who viewed that, right? And the cool thing about that is you can then reach out to those people and say, hey, I saw that you viewed my story. Are you interested in what I'm doing? Or are you just being a really great friend, kind of promoting what I do? Are you being a really great support person? So you can start conversations that way based on who has actually viewed your story.
Exactly. All right. So guys, I know this has been a ton of information in a short amount of time. And with that being said, I know that Jesse is probably going to want us to do another training on social media, but I definitely want to pull him back in here real quickly so we can wrap up for tonight. And, just so you guys know, Ruth and I are always sharing social media tips, and we've got a group called Social Networking Professionals. It's for anybody. It doesn't matter what team you're on, what company you're in. So, if you want to come in to get some strategies, you're more than welcome to, come visit us there as well. So I am going to turn this back over to Jesse. Jesse, I just need you to turn your camera on. Maybe not. Let me add you and I'll take it away. All right, guys, have an awesome night. You are on, Jesse. Oops. Jesse.
Looks like he's on here twice, Trish.
He is, I think, once with his phone, but hang on, guys. A little technology here. I'm not sure. Let me try this one. Jesse, which one of you? Oh, here he is. Okay. Are you there? We may have lost him. I think he was driving. Okay. Well, here he's back. Okay.
He's back.
It's always fun with technology, right? All right, Jesse, I'm going to add you in right now.
Testing. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
I can hear you.
Hear you.
Awesome.
All right, Jesse, we're gonna jump on out. You wrap it up. Thanks, everybody.
Awesome.
Bye, everyone.
Awesome. Guys, yeah, so here's the thing. We're going to get to some of these assets, and it's time to start promoting, and we're going to be preparing for, again, August 16th that we're all going to launch together. So, which is exciting. So we're going to be dripping on you over the course of these next few days, and giving you more things. You're going to see things loaded in. The point of this is to go after it. Now, guys, there's cold market, warm market, social market. There's all these different markets. And, and people say, well, do I have to go after this? Do I go after that? And it's really everything, right? So if you walk up to a table and there's a $100 bill and a $50 bill, what do you take? And the answer should be both, because no one said you couldn't have it all, right? So we want to make sure you're doing that. But at the same time, these social tips, I don't want you to think you can hide behind just a click screen and not create relationships. But many of you have great relationships with warm market of people that maybe said, look, I'm not interested in joining a business. I'm not interested in getting in network marketing, but they might be open to a challenge. They might be open to getting their power back in their health. And I can tell you, if they participate in this community, in this group, very likely at the end of it, or even during it, you're going to find them being very excited to be able to come participate as an agent or participate as a customer very, very, very soon. So that being said, guys, who is in your warm market that you can share this with? And I know we've got some fear around that, but from your warm market to your social market, let's get out there and get it done. Thank you guys so much. We're looking forward to us. Let us know if you are fired up about this challenge. If you're going to be in the top 20 in one of these categories, go ahead and put a top 20 in the box. If you're getting in the top 3, winning that secret escape, let me know who's going for that top 3. And if you want to, go ahead and get into the group. We have not restricted posting for members. So if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself here real quick, let us know your goals. We're looking forward to it before we close that down here. So let's make it a spectacular challenge. And thank you, everyone that's participating. And trust me, there's a lot more talent that's going to be helping facilitate this incredible, incredible challenge. And if we do it right, who knows? Maybe we'll do another one heading into the new year. God bless. Good night, guys.